Well, I've taken flack already from people who say that, well, basically, Stormsink didn't say what I claim he said. He was trying to say something else. He just came across bad. So, when he said exactly what I said, he didn't mean what he said. He means what they think he said. Which is hilarious. Look, guys. This is a little hard for you to grasp, apparently. The guy made it very clear he's only in it for the money. Not for you. He doesn't consider you his fans. He only considers you worth his time if you go on the website and make money. If you want to stay on YouTube and watch his stuff, or if you want him to put something on YouTube, you know, even if it's just something small, doesn't even have to be a full review, doesn't even have to be, you know, nothing flashy or fancy, just, you know, talk about something. Talk about something coming up. And by the way, stop trying to use the excuse that YouTube doesn't allow direct clips. They do. It's fair use. You can file it. So long as it's not the majority of your video, you got a claim. And you will win that claim. Now, realistically speaking, yeah, there are some people, though, who, you know, don't want to risk that. That's relatively understandable. But what people are asking for is something that doesn't even need that. Just do something simple every once in a while for YouTube. Give an update. A recap of stuff you talked about in the past. Give your thoughts on something that's coming up. You know, something. You know, if you don't want to use full-on clips or a review or something as you're introing, you know, like initial thoughts about a movie, initial thoughts about a book, initial, you know, when you hear it's coming out. You know, back before there's even anything to show. There's no big deal. You know, no one is going to throw a fit about that. Okay, people would like that, especially with your style, your particular core there. You guys seem to enjoy that for whatever reason, even though it's a direct knockoff of other people's stuff. I really don't care, though. It's not an unreasonable request. Granted, what you say he's trying to say is an unreasonable request either. But the problem is the way he presented it, that is not what he was saying. That being said, to contrast what he was actually saying, I am going to present something to you. I am going to show you what Stormsink should have said. Ready? Here we go. Hey everybody in YouTube land. So, all you people keep asking me, when are you going to put something on YouTube? Why don't you come back to YouTube? So on and so forth. Well, let me tell you. I started out doing this for me. I wanted to get my opinion out there. I wanted to talk about all this stuff that what's important to me, stuff I wanted to get my opinion on. And when I did it and people enjoyed it, I kept going. I started doing more. I started doing other stuff. I started branching out. I started, you know, finding things that no one else was talking about and talking about them, giving people, you know, something to watch, something to try to entertain them. But then one day I decided that, you know, my videos were getting kind of popular. I work at a job that doesn't make too much money at this point in time. So I decided, okay, there's nothing wrong with trying to make a little money on the side, so I decided I'm going to start my own website. And so I did that. And I know, you know, that the site's not too great right now, and I mean, you know, I can only do so much. You know, my job only pays me so much. It costs me money to get it started. It costs me money to get this camera, and you know, to get all these other features trying to get set up. But if you guys just bear with me for a little bit, I promise you that it's going to be worth the while. Now, coming to the website and watching it, I understand it's not the best right now, but you know, it's at the same time, you know, it's not going to be too much trouble to just go on there, click on the video. You know, it's not like it'll cost you any money to do it. You know, it's still free, just like watching on YouTube. I can understand that you guys, you know, really want to see me come back because you really do miss my videos, and I really am glad you enjoy them. But right now, I have to, you know, I'm trying to expand. I want to, you know, make a name for myself out there. And I really hope you guys will support me in that. And just bear with me a little longer. Pretty soon things are going to take off. Alright? But thank you for staying with me for as long as you guys have. Really. It means a lot to me. There. See? See how easy that would have been? That right there is the proper way to respond to all these people. That right there. That is pretty much what you're claiming he was trying to say. But no. Instead, it's a giant F you, freaking out, spazzing like a little 5-year-old, flipping off the freaking camera. What the heck? You guys think that was professional? You guys think that was acceptable? You guys think that getting kicked in the teeth and then whizzed on in the same video is perfectly A-okay? You guys are fine with it? Then you got something screwed up in that little noggin of yours. I'm sorry, but you do. There are a million ways Stormsink could have handled that better than he did. And that is the criticism. It is perfectly legitimate criticism. I'm sorry if you guys are upset about that. No one is begrudging the man's ability to make money doing what he wants. No one. What's the problem here is the way he handled it. And the way you're excusing it. Just because he's Stormsink. If he wasn't Stormsink and he was someone else, you guys knew dang well you'd have been all over him about that. If the Angry Video Game Nerd, or anyone, made a video saying, oh my god, you know, you guys shut the bleep up, yada yada, etc., I'm so sick of you telling me blah blah blah, asking me to do this, telling me to do that, yada yada, whatever, F you, go on my website and make me some money or else who cares about you. No. You'd call them an ass. You would say, no, I'm not watching you anymore. You know, there'd be backlash, and rightfully so. But they don't do that. They actually care about their fans. They realize that their fans are entertained. They know, see, that's your job as an entertainer. When you're entertaining people, you got to realize that you're consumer. You have to please the consumer. Okay? It's not the consumer's job to please you. You put out what they want. You make it entertaining. You service these people. They give you the money in exchange for your service. See, this is how the exchange of goods and services, you know, works. You don't sit there and say, F you, take what I give you, and then expect everything to be hunky-dory fine. Alright? That ain't how the world works. Anyone with remote intelligence should know that. But maybe now, hopefully, you'll have just the slightest little clue as to why people are upset with Stormsink, okay? See ya.